Let's go ahead and talk about the most reamped unit in the entire NFL, and that is the Arizona Cardinals defense. Going back to last year, the Cardinals defense was atrocious. All the statistics back that, and we'll get into that in this video legitimately. It was a tough watch, I can't lie. We were watching our defense get bent over, got that BTA, belt to you know the word. It was a tough season for us, statistically, and the eye test back that as well. We were struggling. There were times in the games where it felt like if our offense didn't score every single possession, we didn't score the first 3 straight, and our offense was actually pretty good last year. We were scoring on first drives almost every single time, that our defense was going to bend over and basically just take it.
What did you say?
Yeah, that's a pause moment, but like that's the truth. Our defense was not good. We were struggling, and at the end of the day, we need help, and thank God Monty Ossenfort went out swinging. We're going to get into the additions. We're going to get into the rank stats last year, what I think they could be this year, and we're going to show you what the defense looks like and some of the sub packages we can run and all the talent we have. It's very interesting. I'm a fan of the moves we made, and this defense is getting scary. So if you guys are new to the channel and end up enjoying today's video, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content. So if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But let's go ahead and dive right into this, and we'll start with the ranking. Let's kick this thing off with the guy on the graphic that is no longer on the team. He is currently a free agent. No team has picked him up, but he was a captain, our starting Mike last year. That's Kazir White. But here's what our stats were looking like. We're giving up 22.3 points a game. That stands out. That is ranked 16th. That's honestly not bad because we had a stretch where we were not allowing points. There was like a 5-6 game stretch in the middle of the season where the Cardinals defense looked really good, but that wasn't sustainable. That didn't last all year. The first half was terrible, and so was the back half. We almost gave up 40 points to the Panthers. Let that sink in. Also, another stat that stands out, about 342 yards a game, that ranks 20th. Third down conversion percent, 43.75, that is 28th. We were awful at getting off the field on third down. Fourth down conversion rate, 17th in the NFL at 58%. That's not good either. Opponents' touchdowns per game, 2.4, not bad whatsoever. That ranks number 10. And in the red zone, we were kind of shutting things down. I can't lie, red zone defense, pretty good. Outside of that, we were just letting them march. So it was pretty bad. Opponents' rushing yards per game, 4.6 yards a carry. 25th in the NFL. That's not good. Rushes per game. They had no fear. They were about 17th, almost 30 rushes a game. That is not good at all. Opponents' rushing yards per game. 20th at 126. There's just a lot of things that stand out. Opponent completion percent is 68.65, 29th in the NFL. Another stat that stands out, and you can read the rest for yourself. They're about middle of the pack, but the Cardinals defense was struggling. That holds true here. Time of possession percent is 50%, ranking 21st in the NFL. That is awful. Penalties per play, 0.05, 23rd. I mean, we weren't really super penalized, but Sean Murphy-Bunting himself was. That was bad. About 6 penalties per game is pretty awful, though. Ranked 26 in the NFL. So, hey, we have a lot of improvement to do. Conversion on field goals doesn't really matter, but I just want to show you guys all the stats. We need help, and we got that. Before we get into the help, I'm going to show you PFF. They said we had the 6th best offense, ranked 13th overall, 23rd ranked defense, and about middle of the pack at 16th, actually middle of the pack at 16th in special teams. This goes to show that the Cardinals defense was terrible. We only allowed 379 points, which is 15th. Points scored, 12th in the NFL. We should have been way better than our record showed, but the defense was awful. The offense had some times in the back end where we kind of collapsed, but Kyler Murray wasn't the problem. I keep saying that, and you guys keep thinking I'm just like a super fan, but like at the end of the day, I'm just trying to keep this realistic. Like he's not the issue. Like the offense isn't the problem. There's a lot to be cleaned up on that side of the ball, but it's the defense that was the main issue. The eye test backs that. If you watch football, you know that. I'm keeping it real. If Kyler's the problem and he sucks it up next year, you guys will hear from me. But if he doesn't, then again, I'm going to keep the same take. I'm just trying to keep it base level. I'm trying to keep it realistic as this progresses. The defense needs to step up. And I genuinely think we're going to do that because the additions we made to this defense have been phenomenal. We couldn't stop the run for jack. The secondary, I think, is an actual bright spot. We have Starling Thomas, Budda Baker, Sean Murphy-Bunting. Whether you like him or hate him, he's okay. He's not great. He's not good. He's okay. So he's our starting cornerback. That's not fantastic. I'd love to see us take Will Johnson, but he's there. We have Max Melton on the rise, Jalen Thompson as well in the secondary, and then obviously Garrett Williams, who is going to be a future star. We needed help on the defensive line and in the front seven in general, and look at all the signings we made. It's literally front seven base. We got 2 inside linebackers, Mykal Walker and Akeem Davis-Gaither, one from the Cincinnati Bengals, one from the Falcons. Both of these guys could be special teamers, or Akeem Davis could get the nod and actually play some good rotation. I heard a lot of good things about him in Cincinnati, so I'm very optimistic to see what that looks like. Then we had the big boys. Josh Sweat signed to like a 4-year contract. That is our starting outside linebacker, starting edge rusher. He's going to be really good for us. And at the end of the day, even if he gets 6 to 7 sacks, that's more than we had last year from Zaven Collins, who was our team leader at like 5. That's abysmal. Josh Sweat is going to help take so much pressure off this defensive line. And when you have 2 guys in the interior who can also rush the passer in Calais Campbell and Dalvin Tomlinson, and by the way, Calais is still one of the best run stuffers at 38 years old. So guess what? This defensive line is going to be a lot better. And even if he's a rotational guy, we still got Darius Robinson. We still have the draft. We might get some players in there. Who knows? But right now, these 5 players are key in what Monty Austin-Fort did. I love these additions. Let's take a look at what the defense is going to be looking like in 2025. It's still so insane to me that we're in the year 2025. I can't believe that. It just freaking trips me out. I am about to be 24. Insane. But here's what the defense looks like. And Calais Campbell's not listed on this graphic. He is going to be a rotation guy. I assume he's going to be starting a lot of the games. Darius Robinson will probably be coming in and taking over a lot. But this is what it's looking like. I mean, obviously, you could have the one inside linebacker set where you're just rocking Mac Wilson. You have all of these guys and you're running nickel, you're running dime, you're just running whatever. You need a slot corner on the field. Garrett Williams will be there. Or you could just have double edge. You could have double inside linebacker and you could rock Akeem Davis-Gaither, or you could walk Mykal Walker with Mac Wilson and run this formation. Garrett Williams would be off the field in this instance, have 2 corners, and you would have BJ Ojulari, who I am hoping has a breakout season. I had a lot of optimism for him last year towards ACL in training camp. You can't predict that. That is just unfortunate at the end of the day. He needs to stay healthy, though. He has a lot of potential. Darius Robinson coming off a calf injury. This is his first healthy year. This is year 2. He's learned a lot. Can't wait to see what he can do. Dalvin Tomlinson as well. I'm very excited. That is a great signing. Josh Sweat, great signing as well. And in the secondary, we've already talked about it. Sean Murphy-Bunting and Max Melton are my expected starting outside corners. Garrett Williams in the slot per usual. Elite level corner. Elite level safety. One of the best top 5 strong safeties in the NFL is Budda Baker, without a doubt. Then you have Jalen Thompson at the other safety spot. This defense overall, when you're taking a look at personnel, is great. You have Calais Campbell on the defensive line, and then obviously there's a bunch of backups. You have Zaven Collins at edge. He can set the run. He's good for certain packages. Inside linebackers are a little scary. I think that's what stands out to me the most. But going into 2025, everything else is bolstered. I would love to have Sean Murphy-Bunting replaced by Will Johnson, or we go get a Derek Carman. That would be really good. But this is what the defense is looking like, and it is such an improved unit. I don't have a graphic pulled up or a graphic made, but this unit that we were rocking last year, imagine Mac Wilson and Kazir White at the middle linebacker spot. The edge, you take away Josh Sweat, you put Zaven Collins. Instead of BJ Ojulari, you have a rotation of Dennis Gardick, Victor Dimukeje. You also have no Darius Robinson because he was hurt basically all year. So you got LJ Collier. You have Dante Stills. No Dalvin Tomlinson either. You have a rotation of guys because Bilal Nichols and Justin Jones both went down, who we also have back as depth. That is huge. But like, this team was struggling and we did not have a lot of depth. We didn't have a lot of continuity until we had that little 5-game stretch. There was a lot of issues with this team. Now we have depth. Now we have top talent. And now we're in a really good spot to go compete. If this defense gets to like a top 12 unit, I'm telling you right now, the Cardinals will be winning 9 to 10 to 11 games, and I am very confident in that. I'm not making predictions right now. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to put anything out because when I do that, I normally just get let down. But we're just going to keep it chill. We're going to mellow out, and we're going to let this thing play out. But I am very excited for 2025. I think we're in for a good year, and I think the Cardinals are going to flip the narrative. We need to get younger, though. That is a problem right now, but this is good talent to fill for 2025 to stay competitive. These are the right moves. The right moves were made, and Monty Austin-Fort is cooking once again. But with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. If you guys did enjoy, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content. So if you're a fan of either of those, the perfect channel for you. And also let me know what do you think the Cardinals defense is going to rank in 2025? Out of 1 to 32, where will the defense rank? Will the offense stay the same? Will we take a level up? The talent is literally the exact same on the offensive side of the ball. They weren't the problem. The wide receivers couldn't separate, but when you have to score every single possession, things get kind of tricky. But I think the defense will be a top 15 unit, and I think this team is going to improve, and I am excited to see what happens. But like I said, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.